Welcome to my presentation on the reading powers, originally adapted from Adrian Gear's research. The reading powers are comprehension strategies to help the reader be more successful in understanding the text that they've read. There are 5 powers in all. These are primarily used during reading narrative texts. First power is visualizing. This is one of the base powers that a good reader needs to have a mastery of in order to be a successful reader. It's a lot to do with picturing what you're reading. With visualizing, you're making a movie in your head. You have all of these stock images that you've collected over the years with your experiences. If I say the word statue, what do you picture? Probably a statue you've seen before. You use these to make a solid picture of the text to help you understand the events. Visualizing will help you with sequential order of texts and making connections to texts, which is the next power we're going to talk about. Connecting. 3 types of connections: text to text, text to self, and text to world. The connecting power helps the reader understand a text better because they can put themselves in the position or connect it to something they've already read before. When you're connecting, you are reminded of other stuff. You're using your own background knowledge to relate to what you are reading. It helps you put the text into perspective. The 3 types are text to text, which I consider books, scripted television such as sitcoms like The Big Bang Theory or iCarly, or drama like CSI or Downton Abbey. Movies, magazines, anything you're assigned, you can connect to things that you read. Text to self connections are more about your life, something that happened to you or to someone that you know. Text to world is real stuff like news, world events like war. These are things that happen to lots of people every day. Abuse, fires, charity. I consider reality TV part of text to world because it's not scripted and based on people's reactions to real situations. The next power is questioning. We're going to talk about shallow questions versus deep questions. Shallow questions are questions that are answered right in the text. You can point to the answer. Your thinking stops when you've answered it. Conversely, deep questions or implicit questions don't always have an answer, and it's not right in the text for you. Your thinking will continue after you try to answer it. Sometimes the questions you ask are the ones at the end of the section. By asking even simple questions about your reading, you're more likely to comprehend and understand it. You should be questioning throughout your reading, before you read, during your reading, and after your read. For example, when you get a social studies or a science text, try to turn every single heading into a question before you start reading, and see if the reading answers that question. The third power is inferring. Here's a simple test to see if you have basic inferring skills. Can you infer what the duck is thinking in this picture? If you're thinking he hates computers, you're probably right and can infer. Inferring is close to predicting. I think I know what's going to happen, but it's more right in the present. You think you know what is happening, even though the author isn't giving specific information for you. A lot of people describe it as reading in between the lines. But that's kind of hard for non-English language learners to understand. So I say it's reading what the author didn't give you, or guessing. It's a lot like guessing. Lots of test questions are based on inferences. And if you can already do it, you've got some of those questions covered. This comes when you're consistently thinking about what you read. The last power is called transforming, also known as synthesizing. That's why I've got a little picture of a transformer there for you. They turn into trucks. I don't know why. Transforming allows you to have new or different thoughts about your reading once you're finished. The text may change the way you think about something. Ask yourself, how has this book affected my life? Did it touch my heart or make me cry? What about the book mattered most to you when you read? Usually these are big ideas or life lessons, a little bit like morals. They can happen in the middle of the text. They don't always come at the end. Examples include ideas like racism is bad, friendship is important, families can be complicated. A lot of essay questions or opinion questions are asked just to see if the reader has been transformed by the text. That's it. That's the reading powers. When you use all of your reading powers while you read, you will be a better comprehender and you will understand your text. Start using them today.